happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Wike is in the news again. Don't forget that some few days back he was seen in France with the president. A lot of things are going on within Nigeria while they are dragging him in Rivers State over a lot of issues, especially his local government chairman, obiokpor local government chairman. He will literally called him out over his boys. It looks like even in FCT, they are not giving him peace of mind at all. It looks like Wike is everywhere. Wike here, Wike there, Wike everywhere. Let's find out again what is going on that is giving Wike sleepless nights as FCT, people of FCT, especially the teachers, have decided to drag him back to back. Before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. With just 3 days remaining for the pupils to complete their first term examinations, the aggrieved teachers, as at Monday, turned back the pupils, shutting down academic activities in the schools. Teachers in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja, the primary schools have launched a new strike over Nyesom Wike, Minister of the FCT-led administration's failure to comply with the payment of the new 70,000 naira minimum wage. With just 3 days remaining for pupils to complete their first term examinations, these aggrieved teachers have decided to turn back the students, shutting down academic activities in the schools. The pupils in the FCT have faced multiple strikes just this term alone, the most recent one beginning on September 18, just 14 days after the term began, and the strike was eventually called off on October 7th, leaving students at home for nearly 3 weeks. However, on Monday, when pupils returned to continue their first-term examinations, they were sent back home due to a fresh, ongoing strike. Report has it that amid the controversies around the implementation of the 70,000 naira minimum wage in FCT, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) declared an indefinite strike. The NLC directed all workers in the Federal Capital Territory and across the 6 area councils of the FCT Federal Capital Territory to embark on indefinite strike action from December 1st, 2024. Over non-implementation of the 70,000 naira national minimum wage arrears. The NLC noted that despite the 6 area council chairmen being issued a communique of the National Executive Council NEC meeting of the NLC held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State on November 11, 2024, they failed to comply with the demand for a 70,000 naira minimum wage. Now, according to the chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) in the FCT, while addressing journalists in Abuja, Comrade Stephen Nkabayi, the 6 area council members had failed to implement the wage. On Monday, the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers (NUT) Kubwa chapter, Comrade Ahmed Baba, said that the strike was prompted by the failure of the area council chairman to pay arrears owed to the teachers. Now, according to Baba, the December 1st deadline set by the NLC for compliance with the new minimum wage had passed, leaving teachers with no choice but to take action. He added that while Wike had approved the new minimum wage, with the first payment expected in November, the Universal Basic Education Commission (UBEC) teachers had not yet received the adjustment. He also highlighted that the area council still owe teachers the 40,000 naira peculiar allowance and the 35,000 naira wage award that has been outstanding for up to a year now. Baba warned that the strike would continue until teachers' demands were met. There have been controversies over the implementation of the newly approved minimum wage. While some states have promised to start implementation by December 1st, others have failed to make concrete commitments by the NLC. My colleague is in the house. Now, Wike has a history, an antecedent in Rivers State. He usually finds it quite difficult promoting teachers in his state when he was the governor of Rivers State. Promotion was really was alien to him. And now FCT, and they're beginning to see his trail. What's your take on this?
Well, this was one of the questions that most Nigerians were asking when he took whooping us some of money to build quarters for judges. And the big question was, were judges the only people in FCT? We have other people who are really deprived, the likes of doctors who are in their droves leaving the country. The teachers also, who are the ones impacting lives, they have been relegated, impacting life via knowledge. They have been relegated to the background in terms of welfare packages, and what are you doing about it? Those were some of the questions that needed answers. Judges, we already know that the Nigerian Judicial or National Judicial Council are in charge of their welfares and everything. So why did you have to go the extra mile? So right now, it seems as though the questions have been answered via what we are hearing right now. So pretending as if you care so much for the people, that wasn't really the crux of the matter. The crux of the matter is I want you guys to, kind of align to me and all of that. So the situation we are seeing right now demands very stringent action, and NLC should shout, because I realize that until you shout, these guys will not align with you.
And shouting will move with it.
What I mean by shouting, we saw it. It may sound as though it wouldn't move him, but we saw this play out, when Deji Adeyanju, alongside Very Dark Man, stormed the streets to register their displeasure over the demolition of shanties. He had to come out to give explanation to it. So there are some persons, if you don't storm the street and act with all amount of seriousness and even bring in some of these top guys to join voices and speak out for you, they cannot, change. They just can't change, because unfortunately, the guy is living the best of his life right now, rolling out everything he has, whether it's the ugly, it's the good. You guys just need to tolerate me, because this is who I am, and I must live my life to the fullest. I want to be in history a topical issue for everyone to learn in politics. You understand? So that's exactly what he's doing, and he's really enjoying himself. Maybe life has just given him that opportunity to enjoy himself. But however, when it comes to the welfare of teachers, I think that they need to push him hard, because if you don't push that guy hard, we all know that he will tell you he's busy doing other things. After all, what's most important is projects, building roads and all of that. I think that's one of his major weakness. If he gets into a place, he gives more concentration to building roads, and while Fubara is trying to create a balance back there in Rivers State. You understand?
I feel that it's not just about the roads. I have decided to look at the Nigerian system. It's quite a peculiar one. So my people will say, if you want chop frog, chop big frog. So that when they call you frog eater, you nod head, say yes. You accept the name with pride. If you are going to be called, quote and unquote, a thief, eat big money. So when they call you a thief, you answer, not that they call it small money, they say equate you to a thief with one who look at what the Oshadam Soshomola said. Say it's better for 774 local government chairmen to be thieves than for one big executive member to eat the whole junk. What is he saying? Allow others to have free flow of this money, not one person siphoning all. What I'm trying to say, in effect, is this. When you do big projects, you can easily siphon big money. But when you do small projects, how much can you even siphon really? It's not much. Our system is so corrupt that the problem is not... Our problem is not, are we seeing thieves? The magnitude of theft has moved from thousands to millions. Now we're looking at billions and trillions. Very soon we'll start hearing things like trillions. We're dragging the issue of 80 billion. Before now, in the days of Obasanjo, it was in millions, just a few millions, for over some few millions. Now it's now billions. Now we're looking at trillions. So, but the best way to get these trillions and billions is not by handling small, not come teachers' salary of how much. Look for big projects that will span into billions and trillions. That way you can be able to move a chunk. And until Nigerians wake up, we are really joking.
Well, for me, I feel that at this point, the teachers and all those concerned needs to push hard so that they can get that money.
At least their salaries.
It's their property, you understand? We know that a lot is going on in Rivers, but I think that we are pleading with Wike this time around that he should look the other way in terms of teachers' welfare. Those guys have been brought really low. Talking about the teachers, it's as though their importance are not they are not even valued in the system. But come on, they need to do something speedily to restore back the dignity of the teaching profession. But I mean, salary is something they deserve. It's not something that should be begged for. It has been approved even by the Supreme Court. So I think this is one way of reaching out to the people.
All right, that's going to wrap.